Hi everyone and welcome to Game Club. And today we'll be playing Niagara. We're not going over the falls in barrels, instead we're using canoes to swipe jewels before others do. Join us as we open up, review and play. So I'll start with the unboxing of Niagara, and this is an unopened box. I've just taken the cellophane off just because it filmed better without that cellophane on, but first thoughts on the box. I like the art, it's pretty sort of straightforward. I like this little bear discreetly hidden in the corner there. These two guys obviously trying to grab this wonderful little bit of jewel. The German company that are, basically producing this, and then we'll go into the actual game itself, and we've got the instructions. The instructions are in German here, and then the next one is in English, which is useful. Now I haven't seen these, but the game itself is pretty straightforward, not too difficult. You effectively are trying to get all the jewels without falling off the Niagara waterfall. And it's quite interesting to see how it's quite detailed. Kind of goes through gem stealing and paddle laws and moving the river, etc, etc. You've got the box where you've got this lovely board which is 3D almost, which is nice. There is a DVD which includes something on Flussgeist Niagara. Not sure what that is, but I will no doubt check that out. And you've got your pieces, your tokens, you've got your additional. Now this was bought from Germany, so obviously there's some German extras there. The Zoch, the game company, their brochure. Then we've got the discs there as well, and we've got our little jewels and our little paddle boats here. Wonderful. And there's even a little cloud there as well. Great, superb. So I'll now set this up, and then we can watch and play Niagara, and hopefully we will not fall over that waterfall. Join us as we play Niagara. So this is Niagara, this is all set up and ready to go. I'm not going to play a playthrough of it because there are some really good videos online, and also, to be fair, you get with it a really good DVD which explains how it works. It's pretty simple. You are using these tokens, you have these boats here, you are using these tokens to move. You've got numbers on the board there, but you also have this cloud as well, which I'll explain in just a second what it does. That moves, so say 6, you'll move 6 along, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Your objective is to collect these here, and there are particular preferences. You can effectively and this is where the booklet kind of comes in really handy, so I'd recommend having it right next to you. But what you have to do is just to see, you have to get 5 different gems, 4 of the same color, or any 7 gems. So it seems pretty simple, but it actually can be quite difficult. What happens is each turn, the leading player, who's signified by this ring here, basically select what they want as they move, and they lay that down here like that. And then you flip it over to instruct how far you want to move. You basically, it's a push and pull sort of game where you're trying to, I use that word a lot at the moment, but I think this is pretty a fair use of it. You're trying to collect the gems plus also scupper other players' chances. What happens is that if, for instance, the cloud goes here and it says +1 or +2, you take this here and you basically push it up, and it pushes these off the Niagara here, so you fall off Niagara. And if you're the player who happens to fall off Niagara, well then bad luck to you. Anyway, I'll do a review of it because I think it's probably best to run through it as a review, and then well, hopefully that will be helpful. Right, first I'm going to go along the lines of, it says it's for 8 and up. I think that's acceptable, I think that's fine. It says it's 3 to 5 players. Totally, I think it definitely works for 5 players. And it says it takes about 30 minutes to 45 minutes. Yeah, all that's correct. The game is not going to live forever in legend. It's not a terrible game. It's quite fun, it's quite dynamic. I do think though there are a few teething problems. The pieces are a little bit bitty. The structure of the board is a major issue where you've got to lay it on the box itself, because the problem is, one, you need a big enough space to play it, but two is that it can be slightly tricky because things fall off. The surface itself with the glass, once the glass scratches, it doesn't move as smoothly, and unfortunately it will scratch because of the board itself, just because of natural wear and tear. And then the biggest problem is that the game can be slightly clunky because of this idea of the numbers that you require, 4 of one, mixture of others, and 7 of different ones. And so I think that some players will probably find that they are really good at it because they can sort of seamlessly play it, or others will find it really irritating, and I can understand that completely. But the chief complaint I have with the game is that the pieces really need to be more robust, probably need to run longer, and those plastic or glass pieces they use for the movement, that should really be perfected for something else. I probably would recommend just having a device where it moves the board along, maybe like a conveyor belt, which would have made it a lot easier, and probably also wouldn't have made it perish as quickly. However, that said, I think Niagara will fit well into any family who want to play a game which they can compete at over regular intervals, and also a game that is far more fairer than you would expect for a game like this. In the sense of you will find that even though there are people that will definitely be specifically very good at it because they'll understand the flow of the game, they still will find that sometimes they won't win because there will still be a little bit of room or wiggle room for people to win. Anyway, that was Niagara, and this is Game Club, and thank you for watching.